Hello. It's hot, but it's coming on towards evening. The sun's going down, so things are cooling off. Maybe enough to post a video or two. Still not using the AC. I feel good about that. Oh, the makeup thing. My dear niece had a bridal shower today, so don't get used to it. Sorry. It's not me. I told her, honey, this isn't makeup. This is love made manifest just for you. Okay. I've gone back to January. I don't know what's with me in these January journals. I guess it's just their time to post. This one's from January 28, 2010, the 4th of that day. Now, I wrote down that the Mayan day is 12 wind, but it's 2:14 a.m., and I don't know if I was alert enough to be looking at that, so it might be 11 something or another. It's called the sweet spot, or who are you? It feels pretty strange when you've already begun your third journal entry of the day, and it's only 2 a.m. Oh well. Who needs to have their life run by a clock anyway, right? That's at the heart of what's wrong with the whole Gregorian Calendar thing, but I don't want to get off into that. Just to suffice it to say that I follow my heart, not some clock. And my heart has me journaling this now. What will come forth? I'm like a little kid at Christmas. Really, I am most times when I'm journaling. I never know from one moment to the next what will come forth. The beauty of this is that I've waited and watched a whole lifetime for it to happen. I've journaled since childhood and known all along that someday I would be able to do this. Oh, I most always connected with spirit when I wrote, but there was still so much of the lesser self in it. You'd be amazed at how childish it could be, really. Well, maybe you wouldn't. You're human too. Anyway, these days the stream is much clearer, and I learn so much when I journal. I get to see a whole new side of myself too. My higher self, for that's mostly who comes through when I journal. When I was a teen, I used to start out all my journals with Dear God, then I would just start writing. Stream of consciousness, I learned it was called later, and it worked for me. Many an answer to life's problems came to me that way. Still, it was nothing like so free as it is now with such a direct link. I highly recommend journaling for one and for all, for men, women, and children. It's an amazing route straight to spirit, straight to heart. Anyway, enough about me. How are you doing? Have you made any progress embracing your dark side? Or how about just allowing that you have one? That's a good start. We all do, you know. And yes, even the saints and ministers. Oh ho! No coins with only heads, remember? You're as good as anyone else, too. Just as bad and just as good. And it's a good thing. You'll see. Remember, though, to stay out of the head as much as possible. You'll know when you need to be there. A head is a very good thing to have, and I don't recommend losing yours. Just don't spend so much time in it, you see. It's really quite boring compared to the kingdom of heart, where the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are always somehow limited when we're in headspace. So, let's go be unlimited together. Come along for the ride. You know you're not your body. You're not your mind either. So, what are you? Shall we take a check and maybe find out? It isn't what you expect, I can just about promise. Yeah, I've started that I promise stuff, but oh well, I let Spirit lead, and whatever Spirit says is good enough for me. Who are you? If you're not your body and not your mind, then who are you? Are you even a who? Maybe it should be what, not who. No, don't think about it. Feel it out. Do this from the heart. The mind cannot go here. It gets lost right away, and that's perfectly okay. What's a poor mind to do? Let it take a break and come along without it. You'll do fine. You'll see. You don't need the mind as much as you might think. Now, all the good teachers and gurus say, I'm not supposed to answer these questions for you. This who are you? Or what are you? Well, maybe I'll listen to them, but then maybe not. I don't much care for rules. How about you? Do you even know what you care for? Or are you too busy living your life to please someone else? So let's dive in here and find out who you are. Not body, not mind, then what? Heart, you guess? Yeah, that's a good guess, but that's all it is. That's really the mind saying that. You don't feel it, do you? Come on now. Only what's deep, what you feel and experience counts on this journey. That's why we've got to train the self to stay in heart space. That's where all the answers are, or the connection to finding them anyway. Now, this does not mean your literal heart. It does not even mean the heart chakra, for that matter, for this is way more big than some chakra. Yeah, and I've got an English degree too. I can massacre the language right along with the rest of them, though. Heck, why not? Words are only tools, and they need not control us any more than mind does. It's okay to break the rules now and then. Anyway, so somewhere deep inside, and roughly somewhere in the middle of the chest, or a little higher, there's a sweet spot. I want you to find that. Feel your way around for it. You will sense it when you hit it if you've been working with me on centering. There's a distinctive sensation when you hit it that you'll soon come to recognize very clearly. You'll just know. Okay, I think I'll leave you with that. There's meat on those bones. Now, it's only language. I'm a vegetarian. Pretty much. I eat a little chicken now and then, little fish. Let's get back out of the head, though, and close this thing from within the heart space. Let's reach deep down inside and know and remind ourselves of our own infinity, of our own oneness with Source, with Spirit, with Soul. We're all linked up, you and I, and the grass, and the cow, and the tree, and the whale, the neighbor, the foreigner, the planet, the galaxy. There is nothing that we're not. And the joining place is right down here in the heart. I'll meet you there. Until next time, then.